Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Today's video, Patina. Love it or hate it? What do you guys think? This is not the dollar for this watch, but I'm making this video because I changed, that was a rather long time ago, a dial for this Rolex date. He went with a linen dial with the Roman numbers. It was a nice dial. I think I did this change like about 3 years ago, and I was cleaning out my desk and I found the old dial. And if I look at it now, I hope he's not, say kicking himself saying, why did I change the dial? This is an original dial, as you can see on the bottom, right there. But it did have some patina. He wanted the Roman numerals, and this was back when collecting watches was more about having a pretty watch than having a an original watch. Now, did I make the watch not original, putting another original new dial? No, I mean I did the watch stayed 100% authentic. We put an authentic, we put an authentic dial, so the watch stayed 100% authentic, but it didn't come out that way. So patina, I've always appreciated this patina, even when it wasn't in style, even before it was just called damage and not patina. Like I said, 5 years ago. Now we came out with nice, pretty, fancy names, for things, and like this other one, this one is in perfect condition. But even if it had a little bit of dots, even if it had a little bit of patina, I would never change the dial on here. I just appreciate the watch. I've always appreciated these watches for what they are, and the patina has never bothered me. How about you guys? Have you ever changed the dial? Have even I know there's a lot of you guys that have been collecting for years and years, and you remember what I'm talking about. Watches when you had this type of dial, and it brought down the value of the watch a lot, and you would just buy a brand new dial from Rolex for, not even back then. I think we got that brand new dial for like about $95, brand spanking new dial. And like I said, it was like about 4 or 5 years ago, even more. It wasn't that expensive to change the dial, and we just went ahead and put the new dial. Would you guys change dials now? Probably not. Probably nowadays you want to leave the watch as original as it is, but this was collecting back then. Back then, you would change dials, you would change hands, you would relume a lot, you would change bezels. I can't tell you how many of these bezels I had, because people wanted the diamond bezels, so I had the jeweler on standby making me diamond bezels. And when I asked them if they wanted their old bezel back, they were like, no, just knock it off the price of the other one. So we were melting actually bezels because we were making the diamond bezels for these Datejust. And it was popular back then. That's why you have a lot of them with non-authentic Rolex bezels, because people couldn't afford the authentic one, and they would call a jeweler, and we would have them specially made for the Datejust. So, but that doesn't affect the value, because you just pop the old one off with the diamonds and put an authentic one in, and the watch came back to normal for today's standards. Here's another dial that I changed. I found a lot of these cleaning out my desk. I should clean it a little bit more frequently. To me, this was a beautiful Acoltra dial, but this customer, this was a long, long time ago, he went with a redial. This is an authentic, non-redial. I'll show it to you up closely so you could see everything is authentic. The sticks are 14 karat. And this customer, I remember, he went out, and I think it was on eBay, and he found a redial. It was a decent redial, but it wasn't an authentic dial. And we went with the redial. And this is one of the dials that I kept in my junk bin. And I'll show you the last one. This one was a lady's watch that they wanted a silver dial. So this one, I remember, was hard to find because this dial doesn't have sticks. It had It goes in there with pressure. There is no sticks to this dial. If I could show you in the back. And it was a rather hard dial to find, but we found it. We changed it, and my customer went with a silver dial, and I kept in my junk bin the ladies' Datejust dial. So guys, what do you think? Would you redial your watch? Does patina bother you that much where you need to change the dials? Would you change your authentic new dial to a just because it has a little bit of spotting like that one, or would you get at least a Rolex? They went with an original dial, but this one here they went with a redial. Would you guys do that? Would you change your authentic dial to a redial? Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. This is the new era of collecting, and like I said, we can't criticize them because that's the way they used to do it back then. And now box and papers are important. Back then, box and papers meant nothing. Now non-polished means something. Back then, non-polished meant that they had to spend another $200 to get the watch polished. So different world. And guys, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.